School, 2 resin I've got, but 2 wood I've only got 1. Alright, let's, what do I want? More wood? Yeah, I think here we'll get 3 wood. Copy your basic location. I think we'll copy the 3 wood. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3 wood. So we're copying that one. Okay. Right, Nightweave. Okay, so they've got the Nightweave icon. The Nightweave is already in the meadow, so we'll ignore this one and we'll go to the next one. She's going to take a card from the meadow, then discard the top card from our hand and take a point. Notice she's not ending the season because she still has a worker left. So that's why we step to that second one. She can't place Nightweave, she does the second option. Right, so a random meadow card. If we roll a 4, she'll take a card from the main deck instead. Okay. Right, let's see, where does she go? Number 1. Oh, Corrin. Finally, we left it too long. So Corrin Evertail, the king, is out. Replenish the meadow. Got ruins. I left it too long. I really wanted this guy. Never mind. That's what happens. Right, then she discards the top card from her hand. So this is a discard. Okay, it doesn't go into a city. Holiday Hotel. Okay, lovely. A promo card. And gains 1 point. I think that's everything. Do you know what? I'm going to put these here because I will forget otherwise. I will forget. Okay, that's a noteworthy. Remember, these cost an extra berry. So when she's over into these sides, only 3 cards are affected. When she's in the middle here, then 5 cards are affected. That's why I was asking for 4 and 8. Push her over here. All right, back to me. And it's finally time to play the school. It's going to cost me 2 wood and 2 resin. Yep. Now we want to get common critters because they score extra points. Okay, Nightweave. We've got play the top card from her hand. All right. Wow, she's having a great turn. So her hand is now empty, but she's playing the architect in. Right, back to me. I can keep going. I've got the teacher now, so I can play the teacher for free. Yeah, let's play the teacher. And the teacher's played for free because the teacher can be played at the school, but we close that up. All right, and it says draw 2 cards, keep 1 and give the other to an opponent. And there is a rule that says, I'll draw 2 cards. If we give Nightweave a card, we also give her a point. So which one do we like the idea of? So we've got Corrin Evertail's Path, a unique construction. Activate any location occupied by an opponent. And then we've got Frosty Harbour. Oh, that's another Pearlbrook card. Discard. I don't know why they've ended up in the deck. What I tend to do is leave them in the deck, and if I draw them, discard them. Oh, we've got the castle. Well, the castle looks good. It's a shame Corrin Evertail's gone. These are gonna. This is a 0. This is a 4. Right, I'm going to keep the castle. We'll give them this one, so they take a point, and we shuffle it into their hand. Well, the hand is empty, so they're just taking that 1 card. Their turn. Right, now they're going to place a worker. They do have a worker. Now, this says place it next to any non-open location, which would have been this one, but I'm occupying it. So she's not going to do this one, and she would gain 2 points to do that. Otherwise, she's going to go for a basic event or wonder and adornment. Oh, that's a shame. So she's going for a basic event. So she's going to look first for an event if she meets the event's requirements. She's got 1 red destination and 1 tan traveller, okay, and 3 green production. If she doesn't meet them, she's still going to grab one for which she has at least 2. So she's got 3 green production, so she's going to grab that one. If you have more than one, you go use a tiebreaker. In the tiebreaker, you use these little arrows anti-clockwise, clockwise. So there it is. So she's going to go for placing her final worker up here on this thing. Back to me. Is there anything more I can do? I do have some resources still. I do have a better plan. I'm going to take the ruins. The ruins doesn't cost anything. So I'm going to take the ruins and play it into my city. But it says when I do so, I must discard a construction from my city, but I gain resources equal to that construction's cost and draw 2 cards. And I'm tempted, let's refill, I'm tempted to destroy the fairgrounds, because I could just rebuild it straight away, because I've got one here. Let's destroy the fairgrounds, or do I want to destroy the mine? Now let's destroy the fairgrounds. At least I've got the option then of just completely rebuilding it straight away. So I gain 1 wood, 2 resin and a pebble. Okay, and I've ruined the fairgrounds. Job done. And then I draw 2 cards. 1, 2. I've got a twig barge and a resin refinery. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 cards, so I'm still good. Resin refinery is nice. Okay, Nightweave. Okay, Nightweave's going to end season. Okay, as soon as we see that icon, everyone's out there. So Nightweave comes back, and her workers and her web tokens come back. This is an achievement. I don't know if she's fulfilled any additional basic events. No. Reset the activity deck. That's reset. She's moving into summer. Summer it is. 1, 2, 3. Get those 3 cards. Shuffle these in. She gets 2 more workers, so spiderlings increase. And then she's going to add 2 cards from the meadow to her hand. So let's see where. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1. So the doctor. We'll give those a bit of a shuffle up. It's quite hard to shuffle small decks like this, but if I talk loads, then I kind of lose count of what's where. So that'll do. That's my tactic. Replenish the meadow, palace, courthouse, and a general store. All right, nice. And then we draw a new plot card. All right, so this goes. These go. New plot is bad publicity. Discard all tan traveller cards from the meadow. Not this one. It's the only one, right? Undertaker goes. And replenish. Okay. Repeat until there are no tan travellers in the meadow. So the fool goes. Replenish. Peddler. Okay. Each time you play a tan traveller card from your hand, you must discard a card or pay 1 resource. Okay, so bad plus publicity on tan traveller cards. I don't think that's going to affect me too much. No, I don't have any. I wasn't planning to play any. Innkeeper, possibly. Fairgrounds, I might play again. Yeah. What do I want to play next? There's a palace up there. Castle. 2 wood, 2 wood. 3 resin, 3 pebbles. I don't have enough. The thing about the castle is it does at least give value to the ruins. Because the ruins is a common construction. It's 1 victory point per common construction. Twig barge costs 1 wood and 1 pebble. 1 wood, 1 pebble. Gain 2 twigs. Yeah, I like that. Gain 2 twigs. Let's see what he does. Right, so they're moved into the summer already, right? Okay, so summer is the sun icon, and it says, okay, they're going to place a spiderling in one of these forest locations, and they're placing it in this one with the icon top right. Okay. Looking out the berry spot. I could play the peddler now and get some more pebbles. So playing the peddler at the ruins, close off the ruins, peddler for free. I can swap 2 wood for 2 pebbles. Yeah, let's do that. 2 wood for 2 pebbles. Okay, now I've got the 3 pebblers I need to play the castle. Right, up to him. Now he's taking another. Yeah, he can't do this one because he's trying to look for a spot in his city, an open location in his city. Otherwise, he's going for a special events. So special events at the top. Are there any that she has? This one wants historian and ruins. She has neither. This one wants inn. Well, she has an inn, so she could potentially take this one. She doesn't have all the requirements, but if she has at least 1 requirement, she can take it. Doctor, postal pigeon, she doesn't have either. And then we've got judge, queen. So this one, she does have an inn, okay? So she claims any event for which she has at least 1 of the required cards. So the spiderling is going up here. Okay, that's her turn done. Yeah, claim a special event. All right, fine. Back to me. I think I want to end the season now and just push on. I don't think I need to do anything else at this stage. So yeah, prepare for next season, which means I get my new worker and I draw 2 meadow cards. So let's see. Incidentally, these discards are meant to go here like this. So let's get my workers back. Right, so I've got my 4 workers, 4 little piggies, 2 meadow cards. And I like the palace, so I'm going to take the palace. And I like the barge toads. We've got the twig barge. I've played the twig barge, so I could get the barge toad, but I really want to get this farm down before I play the barge toad. But maybe I'll just take the barge toad just so he's safe from him being captured. The reason I want to wait is because you get 2 twigs for each farm in your city, and I don't have any at the moment. So that's one option. Or we could get that courthouse. The inn's obviously an option because then we could go for another basic event. I like unique constructions. Maybe the courthouse. Do I let the barge toad sit there? No, I'm going to take the courthouse just in case it comes up. Right, we're going to risk it. Barge toad, you're at risk. Okay, so I'm just going to keep that in my hand. Right, we're at 8 cards. Replenish. Another castle. And another school. So 2 unique constructions that don't help me because I've got both of them. Alright, back to him. So they're going to play the top card from their hand. It is the Doctor, wouldn't you believe it? So that's 4 points. So printed value, they get printed value, okay? So, yeah, not happy about that Doctor coming out. I did tell you I wasn't that good at this game, but still. Right, we're in the summer now, they're in the summer. And, well, it'd be nice to get the farm down. 2 wood and 2 resin. Means I haven't got enough for the courthouse or the castle. One thing that I always try to get is cards that trigger production, and I have not seen any yet. That's been a problem. Alright, let's go here. 2 resin and a twig. I'm doing this again. Let's see what she does. Summer. She's taking this one. Okay. Spiderling here. Alright, back to me. Now, I do want to get the castle and the palace in, but I might just play farm and courthouse first. So if I play courthouse, it gives me a resource, wood, resin or pebble after I play a construction. So why don't we play that? So 1 wood, 1 resin, 2 pebble. I know it's expensive. But yeah, we've got the courthouse down. Okay, then let's see. She's going for another basic event. I don't think she meets any requirements. No, she still doesn't. And then she'll claim one for which she has at least 2. Well, she's only got one of these, so none. Now she's just going to look. If she hasn't got 2, she's just going to use the tiebreaker. She's always going to claim one of them. Which one she claims is there down to the card. Now, as it goes, she always starts at the top left, which means she's going to just claim this one, the city monument. So place a worker up here. Done. So now she's got these 2 coming to her. Alright, back to me. Now, I want to get the farm down. But I also want to get the castle down. But there is a castle up here now, which means I could use her in. She's going to give her a point. But pay 3 fewer resources for it. So that would be 2 wood, 3 resin, and then 3 nothing. I think so. Leave myself a pebble. I place a castle. 2 wood, yeah, 3 less resources. And it doesn't matter a great deal which one I choose because I've got the courthouse now. After I play a construction, I can gain one of these things. And I want to gain... Actually, so let's get a resin back and pay a pebble. And then I can gain either a wood, a resin, or a pebble. So let's gain a resin. Okay, so I'm a pebble down. That's okay. And obviously I've given her another point, but never mind. Okay, I keep saying never mind, never mind. Alright, what's she going to do next? She's going to find an open location in my city, which there aren't any. Then she'll look to an open location to her own. Well, I've just closed that, I've just blocked that in. Otherwise, she's going to go for market/haven. Okay. Oops, I need to refill that spot. So market/haven. Market is for Balfair. We're not playing with Balfair. So she's going to the haven. So she's going to place a worker on the haven. Right, that's her last worker. And she gains 3 points. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Right, she's collecting a stack of points. Back to me. Right, now I wanted to get the farm in next. How do I get the barge toad? No, I want to get the farm in, then the barge toad. This guy's hanging out. He's still there. Just about holding on. So I need to get the farm in. I've got 2 resin. I need 2 more wood. So I'm going to place a piggy up here. Grab 3 wood. Back to Nightweave. Okay, taking a card from the meadow. Bet your bottom dollars it's going to be a 2. Anything that other than a 2, please. 6. General store. Okay. Refill. That's all right. General store is just 1 point. Back to me. Now I can play the farm. Right. For 2 twigs, 2 resin. Let's get my farm in. Let's stick with the plan. 2 twigs, 2 resin. I can gain a berry, or I can discard it to gain a berry. And then the courthouse lets me gain a twig, a resin, or a pebble after playing a construction. I'm going to gain a pebble. Okay, back to him. And still no playing of Nightweave, so they're going to play another card, a card from their hand. And it is a 0-point dungeon, because we're on tricky difficulty. 0 pointers are worth 1 point. Okay. All right, back to me. Corrin Evertail. This one's potentially. See, every time you draw a card, you may give one of those cards to opponent to gain 1 victory. Now that doesn't really work in this situation, because okay, I gain a victory point, but every time I give a card to Nightweave, she gains a point. So this is kind of a little bit neutral. Unique critters don't have me. Common critters is what I want. Because of the school. I think it's the barge toad. That's what I want next. Right? Yeah, barge toad. So I'm going to play the barge toad from the meadow. He's played for free because he's free at the twig barge. Let's close the twig barge. And its production, gain 2 twigs for each farm in your city. I've only got 1, right? Yeah, I don't want to wait, do I? I didn't have another farm, no. So 1 farm, 2 twigs. And refill the meadow. And it is a Frosty Harbour. This is a Pearlbrook card. There's so many of these cards. Let's check it out the game. Redraw. Clock Tower. Okay. Nightweave's turn. Nightweave's still in her lair, so they're going to keep pushing, and she has to play a worker. She can't place a worker, so she has to skip down to the default action, which is market for Belfair. We're not playing with Belfair. Or the Haven. So she would place 1 in the Haven. Again, she doesn't have 1, so she's just going to do the bottom bit, which is grab a victory point. So that's all she's doing, and that's because Nightweave's still in her lair. If Nightweave was out in the meadow, she'd be preparing for the next season now, but she's just going to grab. We're on tricky, so 1 victory point. Cool. All right, back to me. I think I'm going to use my final worker to do this one again. 2 resin and 1 twig, which obviously I'll need to do at the lookout. Copy any basic or forest location. 2 resin and a twig. Oops, 1 twig. There we go. All right, that opens up a bit more on constructions. Thinking in. Maybe clock tower. Okay, back to Nightweave. Okay, she's finally moving out of her lair. Let's see where she goes. It's a 2. She's taking the clock tower, which is typical. The one you want is the one she gets, always. She's keeping pace with us pretty nicely. Oh, and all these are now more expensive. They're going to cost a berry. So she's got 11 in her city. I've got 11 in my city. Yeah, there we go. My go. Right, next time she has to place a worker, she's going to end season. But I don't know, there might be a few more cards left for her. So I might just get this resin refinery in. And we're coming up to autumn when production cards will kick in again. So it's either that or the fairground, but I like the idea of resin refinery. Well, the fairgrounds is 3 points, not to be sniffed at. Let's go fairgrounds. It's a unique construction, but I destroyed my last one. Let's do it. 2 resin, 1 wood, 1 pebble. One wood, 2 resin, 1 pebble, and draw 2 cards. Right, we've got a wanderer and a monastery. Right, back to Nightweave. And yeah, okay, all right. So Nightweave's out there. We've got to work a card. That's it. She's going to end and prepare for season. So Nightweave comes back. These come back, our workers come back. There's one up here, so that's going into archives. This one comes back, that is going into archive. Has she filled any requirements? I don't think she has. No. So no basic events. Reset her activity deck and update a season token. So that's her moving to what, autumn? Yeah, autumn it is. So all the cards are going in the activity deck, including the autumn ones. So we'll give that a good old shuffle. Yeah. Okay. Add workers. So loads of spiders now. We add 2 cards. These come from the main deck to hand. Let's give those a shuffle. And then discard 2 random cards from the meadow. Replenish the meadow. Let's see where we go. 4 is the school. 6 is the wood carver. And refresh. Okay. Oh, historians come out. Interesting. Finally, we get a new plot card. So, bad publicity goes out, and in comes ransom. Place 1 of your undeployed workers, I don't have any, in Nightweave's lair. If all your workers are deployed, Nightweave gains a victory point. It's playing tricky. Then place 1 of your deployed workers in her lair. It returns when you prepare for season. I can foil by paying 2 berries, which I don't have, or discard, pay any combination of 3 cards and or resources. So I could prevent that. This is a one-off effect. You know what? I think I might just do that. Let's throw away 3 cards. I don't need the castle, so I've already played one. Perhaps the inn and the innkeeper, because I haven't got room enough in my city for all of those. I'm going to do that. Oh, and do you know what? I just realised when I played the fairgrounds, I should have taken a resource, and I would have taken a pebble. Let's take a pebble. Okay, because I'm going to need those pretty soon. This is getting interesting. Reaching the climax to the game, and the scores are pretty tight, I think.